Just want to walk up to normal people and say, is this what you were after? Like what I'm looking at right now. Is this what you wanted? And just see their answer. I don't even know if they really believe that they could be in control of what we're looking at when they walk up so shot the so misaligned with anything they truly could want to be that it's crazy.
Welcome back to the Bubba YouTube channel, guys. Today's video is gonna be a banger, so you already know what it is. Bubba Army in the chat. Today's video is gonna be crazy. Insert, this situation just got more insane. We're gonna be talking about the throat goat cornball Wes Watson. There are some new details that have come out thanks to John Bravo Films. Shout out to him. He is a tip of the spear when it comes to gadooshing this absolute cornball. And the cornball really is just freaking out, guys. He's dropped his prices down from $40,000 to like $1,500. He's really feeling the heat. I personally think his program is still overpriced at $1,500. I would kind of put it around the price of a Subway footlong. What are those, like $10 now? I remember when they were like $5, but you know what? Actually, I still think that's kind of like overpriced. You know what? Whatever. We'll just say his price should be worth a footlong. We all know Wes Watson wish he had a footlong, but he has a shrimp. But we're not going to get too much into that. But guys, before we do that, we got to get into flow state to roast the throat goat cornball Wes Watson. If you're hyped, get your popcorn out and whatever is your favorite beverage. So let's get this show on the road.
So now there's footage of Wes Watson, that asshole, who beat the shit out of this special education kid in the Miami gym. It's leaked out online, but the only thing is, it's so brutal, I'm gonna have a hard time showing you it, but I got the full story.
So guys, unfortunately, I cannot show the entire altercation between Wes Watson and this supposed hater right here on YouTube. It will violate the TOS and the Bubba YouTube channel will get shut down. So we don't want that to happen. But there is no problem if you head on over to the Wes Watson subreddit. It's a great place and the footage is right there. It's unfiltered, it's raw, and yeah. So I just wanted to let you know, guys, if you're like, why am I looking at screenshots of what's going on? Now, Wes Watson, he has the nerve to claim that this was self-defense, and absolutely not. Once the whole thing has been de-escalated and the individual doesn't want to fight anymore, you have subdued the threat, right? He's on the ground, he's crying, he's screaming, right? Apparently he's special, okay? That we're gonna talk about that in a second. It's over, guys. Like, that's not self-defense. You have escalated the fight, and that is just not something that's legal. That's why when you see right here, right on the screen, Wes Watson, he looks so beyond scared because he's like, guys, I'm gonna go back to prison and I'm gonna get stretched. I can't get stretched like I used to. He's really worried that he's gonna go back to prison. You know, he's gonna get made the whole, I don't know, prison bay dumpster. You know, they're gonna be dumping things in him. You know what I mean, right? Okay.
Oh my God!
But Wes Watson, he's been on his Instagram. He's bragging. He's dancing with his escort Gabby. They're doing dances together. It's just absolutely insane. Okay, guys. So let's just keep continuing with the video.
So we had to wait for the cops to come because he was not okay. I couldn't just run off. It was self-defense. The gym called the cops, not me. I've never called the cops. I don't even hey, I know it was my place. It was self-defense. Let them come see what happened.
Now, by watching that footage, we need more of the story because we don't see what happened prior. We don't see the confrontation. We don't have the backstory. We just see the pounding. We need to know what happened before all the pounding happens. So I reached out to employees, to the gym owner, to find out the full story. They told me the kid, he's not a member of that gym. He came on a day pass to work out that one day.
The incident that just occurred, you know, the part that you don't see is when the guy is coming in on a day pass, not even a member, comes in, we open at 8 a.m.
And the front desk kid, he said, listen, this guy, He was on the spectrum. He was shaking like he's got Asperger's. He wasn't acting normal. Special education, right?
All right, guys, so sit down and get cozy next to a fireplace because we're about to go down the rabbit hole of conspiracy theory. Mrs. Bubba is part of the YouTube channel. I talk about a lot of different, topics and jokes here on the channel, and we were actually talking about a couple of theories about what really happened with this whole altercation between Wes Watson and the special guy, okay? And this is one that we were talking about. So I said, right, that it's very possible that this special guy who got beat up by Wes Watson, okay, it's very possible that he knows nothing about Wes Watson, right? And because he behaves in his own way, Wes Watson took offense to him and the whole altercation happened. Now, this is an important thing that you need to remember in my conspiracy theory, okay? It's very possible that because Wes Watson has just built up so much hatred in his head for the trolls, and he's been doxing himself. He's told people to pull up to the gym with the address, right? He's now deleted those videos because he's trying to cover his own back. It's very possible that when this guy, right, who doesn't behave like, other people do, may have said something to Wes Watson, may have done something, and Wes Watson was like, this guy is a hater, and just went absolutely berserker mode on him. Honestly, guys, I think that's a really likely outcome, that Wes Watson has had so much pent-up anger and frustration that when the first guy who maybe said something to him that he just didn't like, he was like, that guy's a hater, and just went absolutely crazy. Not self-defense. I don't care what cornball throat goat has to say about, oh, I served him self-defense and what I did was legal. Wes Watson is scared because he knows he's gonna go back to prison for this. The lolcow, the whole swole cow arc, don't worry, guys, it's not gonna end tomorrow, because I'm sure as the days go on, this situation's just gonna get even crazier and crazier.
And he goes and he says some words to Wes Watson.
And continues to say a few things. I don't know what was said, whether it was I love you or I hate you. I have no idea. But by his body language, Wes is telling him to back off, takes him down, and he starts hitting him.
The kid goes down, and that's where all the footage that we have, the story that it tells. And then the ambulance came because they had to take the Jason Genova disability kid to the hospital because he took a pounding and his face was fucked up. The police were there. They took a report. I believe the gym called the police. It wasn't anybody else. And they reviewed the security footage, the situation.
Cops were called. It was handled. They saw the entire footage. And just for some clarification, 100% Wes was incorrect, is incorrect, or was incorrect, by placing the gym's address as a point of meet. I personally spoke to him about that.
So guys, I think this conspiracy theory that I came up with while talking to Mrs. Bubba, it's very likely to be true. Obviously, it may not be true. We're just talking about how likely it is. The guy, right, is special. Wes Watson brags about beating up this guy. Absolutely deplorable behavior. And I don't blame the gym owner for being upset with Wes Watson. That is literally like 101 what you do not do. You don't put a public address for random strangers to roll up on. You don't tell people where to meet you, at what time, all of these specifics, right? He doxed himself. The stupidest thing you literally could ever do on the internet. You don't know who's watching. There are people who are willing to crash out and just ruin their lives. They don't care. And Wes Watson makes people feel a certain type of way. So you got this absolute idiotic behavior by Wes Watson, just always focused on pissing people off. And then you take a crazy guy. It doesn't equal anything good. It just doesn't, right? And I've been on record in the past, don't do it. It's not worth your freedom. This bozo, right, was willing to throw away 10 years of his freedom. You're not like him, okay? You're not like him. It's not worth it. Just laugh at him online, because guess what? He can't stand this even more. He can't stand the fact that a guy with a fat slug picture is always roasting him, that there is an entire Bubba army that is always gadooshing him. That pisses him off more. So don't ever think that you need to throw away your own own freedom for this guy. It's not worth it, guys. It's just not worth it. But I'm thinking that it's very likely that Wes Watson just had all of this pent up anger and frustration and released it on a special guy. So yeah, I guess Wes Watson is the prime alpha male, you know? You just go around slapping and beating up special people. I guess that makes you a real alpha male. This guy's an absolute cornball, and you know what? We're gonna keep on clowning him. So guys, it's about to be New Year's. I wanted to wish you and your family a happy New Year's. Thank you so much, guys. We just hit 20,000 subscribers here on the Bubba YouTube channel. I've been doing some live streams because the community was asking for it, and we've been having a great time doing them. You get to see me in my most organic, raw, unedited form. You know, the cornball just couldn't do that. He doesn't have the energy or the intelligence to do it. And yeah, so I rambled on enough. Thank you so much to John Bravo Films for providing all of this footage. Really keep up the great job doing all the journalism. And guys, I'm having an amazing time, and I hope you are too. So happy New Year's once again. Stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace out, guys.